his speech titled, 6 Simple Words. Please welcome Scott Garver.
Welcome, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It's my goal over the next 10 speeches to motivate you to become the power source in your life. Whether you want to run a 5K, or be the sales leader in your company, or just have more energy to spend quality time with your family in the evenings, I'll show you how to implement the 3 E's to drive your success, no matter what your endeavor. Enthusiasm creates excitement, which generates effectiveness. In May of this last year, my girlfriend shared a story with me that just may affect me for the rest of my life. She told me about her dad, Don Now, and how he used 6 simple words to live a very long and successful life. Now, I never got to meet Don Now. He passed away about 8 years ago. But I have met all 13 of his kids, of which my new fiance, Terry, is the baby of the family. And each one of his kids have just gushed about how great of a man Don was. He had been involved in several different successful business ventures, but his greatest reward was he wanted to leave a legacy for each of his 13 kids, to find a career that they could be happy and successful in. Now, how many of you have heard of Bahama Mama sausages? Schmitz. In 1986, Don approached the owners of Schmitz with a concept to tell them how fantastic their product was, and that how he could market that and sell it in every convenience store, gas station, and shopping center across the country. Well, that very next day, Hot and Spicy Inc. was born. And they started operations out of the basement of their family home. Now, as Don went along, and he got more enthusiastic about this company, he ended up convincing 6 of his daughters to join in to the ever-growing family business. Now think about that for a second. 6 women, sisters for that matter, working in the same office on a daily basis. He must have been insane! Or at least he probably thought that to himself the next couple years as he was working with all of them. Those first couple years for the girls were very lean. And I don't mean the sausages. They struggled mightily to start sales sections in all the different sections of the country. But during that time, during those struggles, one ideal kept a constant. One mantra rang true for them. You see, Don told each of his 13 kids that in order to be successful, you had to follow one simple rule. Act enthusiastic, and you'll be enthusiastic. He ended each of his sales meetings with his staff the same way, by having them all stand up and repeat this mantra with him. So I want you to all stand up with me. Let's go ahead and stand up out of your seat. I want you to say it with me. Act enthusiastic and you'll be enthusiastic. Act enthusiastic and you'll be enthusiastic. Louder. Act enthusiastic and you'll be enthusiastic. Great. Thank you. Good job. 30 years later, that small business that was started out of the basement of their home, literally from scratch, has just been sold. And the 6 girls are all living a very well-earned retirement right now. Enthusiasm has always been the vehicle that has driven my success in my life, no matter what. But it wasn't until I heard those simple words that I realized that I have the power to share this message with the world. That through my stories and my experiences, which have always been built around the same concept of acting enthusiastic about whatever you do, that I could continue Don's legacy. And that even though we never had a relationship, that we could be connected by those 6 simple words. Fellow Toastmasters, are you ready to join me in the next big movement in America? Act enthusiastic and you'll be enthusiastic. Act enthusiastic and you'll be enthusiastic. Come on. Act enthusiastic and you'll be enthusiastic. Act enthusiastic and you'll be enthusiastic.